Okay, my friends, if you are holding your crypto on an exchange, then I've got news for you. You are not doing it right. Because crypto is fundamentally about taking control of your wealth and not relying on anyone else to secure it for you. So if you don't hold the private keys to your crypto, then guess what? It isn't really your crypto. At best, what you have is an IOU from an exchange that says they'll let you spend or move that crypto whenever you want. Now, this is all well and good until it isn't. And the recent theft of over $1 billion worth of crypto from Bybit is a reminder that exchanges are coming under attack all the time. So, taking control of your crypto is the most important thing you can do to secure your digital assets. And the best way to do this is to use a hardware wallet. And today, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to unbox one of the latest and most advanced hardware wallets on the market, show you how to set it up and how to make a transaction and send some crypto to it. You'll see just how quick and easy these processes are, and I'm also going to share some top tips as we go along so that your crypto is as secure as it can be. So, here is what you'll need before we get started. Okay, first up, obviously, a hardware wallet. Now, we're going to be using the Ledger Stax for today's demonstration. Now, Ledger has been helping people secure their crypto for over a decade, and around 20% of all the crypto in existence is secured using one of their devices. Now, the Stax is one of 2 new devices that they've recently launched, and as you'll see, it's easy to use, it looks great, and it has a whole load of cool functions. And there's a link in the description of this video that you can use to get your hands on one, and I highly recommend that you do. Okay, second thing you'll need is a computer or phone with a secure internet connection. This will be to set up Ledger's Live software, which is the interface that you'll use to interact with the device. And you'll also need a pen to write down your seed phrase. And no, you can't store it on your phone or computer. I will explain why later. The last thing you'll need is a quiet, private space with no distractions or people looking over your shoulder, and about 15 to 20 minutes to go through the whole process. Okay, all set? Let's begin. Let's start with the unboxing. You'll notice that the Stax's box is sealed with this plastic covering. Now, this is really important. If the covering has been removed, then that means someone may have already opened the box and tampered with the device. If that's the case, do not use the device because it may mean the loss of all your funds. Okay, so assuming that the box is sealed, let's open it up and see what's inside. So here's the device itself. As you can see, it's roughly the size of a credit card and features this curved touchscreen. Now, this is a secure screen in that it's driven by the secure element chip inside the device. This means that the screen is impossible to tamper with. Now, Ledger's earlier Nano devices also have a secure screen, and in fact, Ledger's are the only hardware wallets on the market that feature a secure screen. The screens on the Stax and Flex models, though, are much larger, making the experience of using these devices that much easier and safer. Okay, then we have this black sleeve, which contains the recovery sheet. This is where you're going to write down your secret recovery phrase, and you'll need this secret phrase to control your funds and recover your wallet if the need ever arises. I'll explain all this in a bit more detail later on. Now, this black sleeve here contains the device documentation. Most of it is common sense. Don't set the device on fire, don't take it swimming with you, it's not waterproof, don't let children or pets eat it, etc., etc. There's also a quick start guide as well, which we'll get to in a moment. And the final item in the box is this smaller package here, and it's a USB-C to USB-C cable, which is used for charging the device. You've probably got a whole drawer full of these, but when you're using your hardware device, always use the cable that comes with it. So that's what's in the box. And as you'll see, all the instructions on how to begin setting up your Ledger will be found on the device itself. So Let's now switch it on and follow the prompts. As soon as you switch it on, you'll notice that the whole front of the device is a touchscreen. Now, this is a new feature that Ledger have introduced for their latest devices, and it basically means they're much easier and more intuitive to use. A couple of other interesting points to note here as well. This e-ink display is the first of its kind to hit the market, not just for a crypto hardware wallet, but for any tech device. And the Stax is designed by Tony Fadell, who oversaw the design and development of the Apple iPod. So there is some serious pedigree at work here. Okay, once it's on, there's some handy information that comes up, and it's worth just stopping for a moment to explain this. First up, Ledger Stax generates and stores your private keys. Yes, this is important to note. You won't be storing the actual coins and tokens that you own on this device. They live permanently on the blockchain and they never leave it. What you'll be storing on this device is the private keys needed to interact with those assets. Only someone who has these private keys can access the assets associated with them, which is why it is so important to keep them safe and secure. Right, let's tap and continue. So yes, when making crypto transactions, you'll be using both the device itself and the Ledger Live software I mentioned earlier. You'll see why this is the case a bit later. Now, I'm going to set up this device using the Ledger Live desktop because it's just easier to screen record and demonstrate that way. Using mobile is just as straightforward, and so it's just a case of whatever is most convenient for you. So then, let's switch over and go through the Ledger Live setup on the desktop before we come back to the device itself. First up, make sure you type in the address correctly so you're directed to the legitimate Ledger start page. I'm using a Windows laptop, so I'll select a Windows download. Now, once the download is complete, you can run the newly installed software and follow the prompts on screen. From this point on, you'll be using both the Ledger Live application and the device itself to complete the setup process. This will take a few minutes, but don't worry, it's very simple and you'll be prompted every step of the way on what to do next. Now, arguably, the most important part of the whole process is the bit where you write down your seed phrase, and it is vital that you copy this down correctly, make at least one other copy of it, and store those copies securely and not with your Ledger device. It's also vital that you write it down by hand. If you store it on your phone or your computer, say as a note or in a Google Doc, then if your computer is hacked or infected with malware, then your key could become visible to the hacker and this could allow them to steal your crypto. So never let your private keys find their way onto anything that's connected to the internet, and make sure you store them in a safe place. You'll also need to make sure that you copy the words of your seed phrase down correctly. Now, I actually know someone who accidentally wrote down the word might when the actual word was night. They were unable to access their funds until they figured out that this was the mistake they'd made, and believe me, they had a very rough few days before they realized that this was what had happened. That's why I said earlier that you should make sure that you're setting up your device somewhere quiet with no distractions. Not only do you not want people looking over your shoulder, but you also don't want them breaking your concentration while you're writing down this vital information. And here's a top tip: put your phone on airplane mode throughout the whole process so it doesn't go off and distract you. Helpfully, your Ledger device will also make you confirm that you've written down the words correctly. So, as long as you're paying close attention, you shouldn't make any mistakes. Take your time though, and go slowly. Now you'll see here it has a prompt to install some apps. So for each different coin that you want to store, you will need a different app. Now this is very easy to do. Let's click install now. Okay, we get this pop up here. This shows us that we've completed the first and the most important part of the setup. Let's say that we're going to transfer some Solana. Now, because we don't yet have the Solana app installed, The device is going to do this for us automatically. What it's showing here is the Solana network address of the Solana account on your ledger. In previous devices, the screen was much smaller and this would sometimes scroll across. Now, what you can see is the whole address laid out as it is on the screen. So the important thing to do is just to look through that it's basically the same address. We're going to send a small amount of Sol to this wallet just to show you how it's done. So you'll want to go to your Exchange app or wherever it is you're storing the Sol in question and select Withdrawal. If you're sending from another device, you can elect to scan the QR code. So that's what I'll do here. In some cases, it will automatically select the Solana network, but you may need to select the network by hand. Then choose how much you want to send. I'm going to send half a Sol. Transaction has been initiated on the Solana network, and basically now we wait until that has come through. And that is pretty much it for setting up your Ledger Stax device. The setup process is almost identical for the Ledger Flex, and a lot of time has gone into making these devices and the Ledger Live software as user-friendly as it's possible to be. And I also want to mention one other cool feature of these devices, and that is the Ledger Security Key. Now, this gives you the ability to use your device for two-factor authentication or passkey purposes, so you can access a whole range of online services and platforms more securely using your Ledger device to authenticate your login. There's a few other things worth noting about these two new Ledger devices as well. First up, you can set them up with an existing seed phrase if you want. So let's say you've been using one of Ledger's earlier Nano devices and you want to upgrade, but you don't want to set up an entirely new wallet. Then you can select the option to import an existing seed phrase at the beginning of the setup process. And the new touchscreens on both the Stax and Flex allow you to add a new level of personalization to your hardware device too. You can give it a name on its curved spine and select an image to use on the front. Perhaps you could use an NFT from your collection. The clever e-ink displays means this won't consume battery. Most importantly though, the enlarged touchscreens allow for clear signing of transactions. You can see the whole address you're sending to on the screen in front of you, allowing you to properly check it and confirm it's the right one without having to scroll through as you would with a smaller screen. Pretty smart.